to him with his creepy ass face. It is just scary sometimes. Because I'm not expecting him to just jump out of nowhere and get me.
Right. Is that so? As I know the game is like you suspect your neighbor's a serial killer or something, right?
Yeah.
Without, I don't know if it spoils anything, but is he actually a serial killer, or is it like the kids are being like, he's not really scary?
Nah, he's kind of a weirdo. I think he's more of like a strange dude.
Okay, but he's not a serial killer.
I don't know what he is. I think he has somebody down there in the basement sometimes. I don't know. It just looks different. It looks really like a deranged human being, if you could say that.
I'll have to try. I think the expansion's on Game Pass.
I know they're making
giving it a shot.
I know they're making a sequel very soon.
The Secret Neighbor or whatever?
That's actually out already. I think Hello Neighbor 2 is actually making its longer-awaited return.
Oh, I didn't know there was an actual sequel coming in. Okay. Maybe I'll have to try one eventually now. So, I will, yeah, and I don't know, my coach's kids played that, and I'm looking at them like, too young for they're too young for this, but what do I know? Let's see. I did 2 Resident Evils. I will wait. Okay, the next one for me is Until Dawn, which I would never play this game by myself. I genuinely hate these like choose your own adventure games because like I don't feel like they're a game. I feel like they're a movie. But my wife wanted to actually play it with me, so we sat there and we played it. And that game has so many jump scares and so many decisions to make, and like what you do, where you go, and your whole goal is to like keep everyone alive. But there's this one girl, Emily, who is a absolute bitch in the game. She's the most unlikable person in the whole thing. And apparently, the developers knew she was unlikable, and they designed a character, so she's almost like impossible to kill. So like you have to like go out of your way to like try to actually get her to die if you want to. But that's like the only really game in that like whole genre of like just decision making and seeing what happens. Like I like, and you think like you're running down a snowy path. It's like, oh, there's the longer way that's safer. But like Michael's being attacked, so I should take the shorter way, which is riskier. And then you have to like do button presses, and if you mess up the button press, like Michael could die. Like,
yeah,
who knows? So it's like you can play it over and over and over again. And they have this thing called the butterfly effect, where like you make a decision and a butterfly like appears on screen, and you just know like, oh shit, that was a major moment. If I picked something else, something big could have happened in the other like direction. So it's worth going back and playing again, but you're going to be scared. It is. Jump scares are real in that game, and actually, I couldn't even play with the sound all the way up. I hate jump scares.
Unfortunately, I'm an Xbox gamer, so I would not be touching Until Dawn at any time soon.
So don't you worry. But I have them all. I have everything I can. So if you have Game Pass, then Man of Medan is from the same studio.
Okay.
It's not as good as Until Dawn, but that studio I think got bought by Microsoft. Did they get bought? I don't know. They had some deal with Microsoft, but like if you play Man of Medan, it's the same idea, and that's on Game Pass to try.
Interesting. Well, I have Resident Evil Village, number 4.
Okay.
It's not the scariest game, but it's up there, I feel like. Like, I love the first-person view and the survival tactics. That like, the survival tactics really make a horror game, I feel like. I feel like you need that.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do 8 yet, but I did do 7, which I have on here. Ooh. So I don't know if you did. No, I didn't do it for you?
No.
Really? Oh, I love 7. I thought that first-person mode like made that thing better. It kind of went back to being slower, but like not too obscure, and the pace was a little faster. And like, man, that was like the Resident Evil game. I was like, holy shit, this series is getting good now. But why didn't you like 7?
I don't know. It was good. It's just that we're down to the nitty bitty, and it didn't make it. It just didn't make it for these top 3 games I have.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I love 7. I think everyone should.
It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's just it didn't cut it for me to make it in the top 3.
That's fair. Okay. Well, 7 was on my list, so I guess I gave that one away. What order do I want to do this one in? I know 1's going to be like number 1. All right. So I put both of them here, but I'm going to have to go more with Dead Space 1 more than 2. I just feel like what's his name? Isaac wouldn't shut up in Dead Space 2. He has like so much to say. And, like, his silence in Dead Space 1 was like a little more haunting. It's, they did something different. I can't remember the last time I've been like the Alien series where there were space zombies essentially, and like he doesn't really have traditional weapons. He has like a mining tool which he just like has to make work, and like you don't just shoot the zombies. The idea is to like cut their limbs off to make them like unattackable, and then you can kill them. And then like he gets like these saw blades which are used for other mining things, and it was a really unique idea in that game. Like again, there's action, there's stuff going on, while it's still like creepy and like a foreboding atmosphere. And I don't know, something about 2 just didn't do it as well for me. I know people like 2 a lot better. I don't know, me and 1 just clicked better. Dead Space 3 I played one time with my buddy. I thought it was boring as hell.
It really is boring. It's awful.
Yeah. So Dead Space 1 and 2, I guess you can put them in the same spot, but I prefer 1. But yeah,
fair.
it's a pick for me.
And number 3 for me, I have Condemned Criminal Origins.
Ooh, I like that game. It's not on my list, but I like that game.
Yeah. I had to put it up there. It's the 360 too. Ooh, going back, them games just hit different.
I was a PS3 guy back then.
The chills and the spooks that the game delivered just blew me away. And I love that part where it's the butcher in the kitchen where you gotta get him when he's coming around. That's my favorite part. I go back there just to redo it.
The sequel, I actually have more of a stronger connection with. So I got to play the first one all the way through, but I played more of the second game, and that was like I think this was the first PS3 game I got that wasn't Call of Duty.
Really?
Like, yeah. So it kind of sits on my shelf as like a reminder of like I had Call of Duty World at War and Condemned 2, and it's like these are the only 2 games I need, like something to play by myself and something to play online, and now yep. We got a couple of games after that. There's more over here. There's more downloaded. I got a problem.
He's drowning. He's drowning in video games.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut down, but I'm going to a game expo actually this weekend, so probably end up with more.
Well, that's the point of life. People don't understand that.
Yeah, true. All right. So the next one I have, maybe you have this one on there, is Evil Within. Did you play that?
Oh, I was going to put it on there, but I feel like it's too. See, there we go again.
It's very actiony, but again, like it was scary without it having to be like a slow-paced, boring puzzle game. It was more of a third-person shooter where you're investigating a murder, and then you end up in all these like weird, different worlds. I really like. It's been a while since I played it, but I just remember playing it the whole time, and I was just like, "This is fucking weird." What was his name? Sebastian something. Like the first game's really linear, and then the second game they went into like this weird open world thing, and you either like really like this one or you really like this one, and like nobody likes them both. So I gotta end up trying it, but like it's just like horror games that don't have to be a slow, boring puzzle game, and that was really what hooked me on Evil Within. I'm just like it's been so long since I just remember liking it, but I'm trying to remember the exact plot. I know you're investigating a murder. Fuck. Now I sound silly because I'm like, I love this game.
I love this game. I don't know what the fuck's going on though.
Yeah, I just remember it was really, really good. That's all I remember.
Oh man. Well, number 2.
I told you, like, it was rough.
Number 2. You probably don't have this. Little Nightmares.
Okay, I played it, and I did not like it. But
you didn't like it?
It was just, again, it was slow and it's slow paced, and it just doesn't do it for me. I like watching people play it. But for me to play it, I'm just like, I need more PPUs going on.
I don't know, I like the different boss killers that they bring into it. And I love that little 2D, picture right there. I don't like to see the whole entire screen. It makes it better where I can see what's going on. And I love the strategy. And it's a really overall well good game.
Yeah, I think I got it for free on Xbox Gold 1 month. Maybe last month or two. I figured I'd try it, and I thought it would be creepy enough, but I don't know. I just needed more going. I thought there were going to be like more enemies to fight or something. It was really just all like.
Have you played Little Nightmares 2?
No. I didn't bother with it because I was like, well, if I didn't like this one, the gameplay looks the same. But
In my opinion, Little Nightmares 2 is way better.
okay, maybe I'll try that one then. I'll see if it's any better for me. Let's see. So I'm on my last one, right?
Yes, since you gave away your Resident Evil.
Right, that's right, I did. Okay, make sure. I feel like I was missing one, but I have them. So you're definitely not gonna have this one because you're an Xbox person. But my first one's The Last of Us. I love this game. Like at the beginning of that game, like it will still bring a tear to my eye. So I don't know. You're probably not gonna play because you're an Xbox person, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you ever will, but if you ever do,
if I ever come across the path, yes.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes of that game will hit you in the feelings, and this is not a spoiler, but it just starts out as a normal, like, single father, Joel. He's taking care of his daughter, Sarah, and then she goes to bed, and in the middle of the night, she wakes up, she's like, where the hell's my dad? So she's looking around the house, the TV's on with, like, some, like, news story, talking about how, like, the city's gone rampant. She's like, what does that mean? And, like, an explosion goes off outside, like, she sees it, like, across the town. She's like, what the hell is that? And then he comes running through the door, like, where are you? Did you see the neighbors? Like, something's going on with the neighbors. She's like, what do you mean something's going on with the neighbors? And then the fucking neighbors are zombies trying to break in your house. So he's got to shoot them. He takes his daughter, and he runs out of the city where he finds his brother. They get in the truck. They're trying to escape the city. But, of course, like, traffic's backed up because everyone's trying to leave the city. So they say, fuck it, let's get out on foot. And, like, a SWAT team finds them, and they just, the SWAT team's, like, assumes, like, those are zombies. And, like, we're not zombies, promise. And then he just goes, and he gets a call, and his supervisor's like, shoot him. And he's like, they're people, shoot them. And he's like, fuck. So the SWAT team shoots at Joel and his daughter, and he, like, tries to protect her and, like, runs down the hill, and then you're like, okay, they're fine. But, like, she got shot. So he loses his daughter, and, like, after he tried to save her, and then the whole game's about, like, finding this girl Ellie who like isn't turning from getting bit by a zombie, so they want to experiment on her. And then Joel's got to bring her across the country, but he's like, I'm angry at the world and I can't love again. Like, and then of course he does because stories. But like, fuck, man, it's such a good game. You just if you watch it or like play it, if you get on PC, because I'm sure it's coming to PC eventually. It's so fucking good. It hits me every time I play the beginning of that game, man.
Well, damn, it hit the sweet spot. That's a good thing. So, number one for me, you probably already know what it's going to be. Outlast.
Yeah, there's another one where it was slow paced and I couldn't.
No, come on.
I just can't. That game was like, get scared, run away, hide, and then pop out again. And just repeat that. I beat the game, but like. I don't want to hear. I'll let you talk first. I won't dunk on it too bad. Go ahead first.
All right. Well, the lights are out in the room. You got the headset on, and jump scares after when you don't expect it. See, jump scares for me, that just hits me in the heart. I'm like, I'm fucking scared. Yeah, I don't even want to touch the controller after this. And then I'm like, I'll stop being a little bitch, slap me in the face. I'll get back on the seat, play it again. Another jump scare. But you don't like it? It's too slow.
It's slow. I also don't like not being able to defend myself. Because I don't know, like you can push him and do whatever, but like I really don't feel like I can actually protect myself in that game. So that was one issue I had. The other one is like the ending pissed me off real bad. I don't know if you beat it, right?
So right now I'm like currently still going through it.
Okay, then I won't ruin it for you.
Yeah,
but the ending pissed me off.
Did it? So
yeah, I won't ruin it. I just wanted more out of it, I guess. Like, it kind of just, like, ends, and you're like, oh, all right, then.
Well, I know, like, there's going to be, like, a Ghostbusters game coming out soon. Again, yeah, another one.
Right.
I honestly want the Scream game. The Scream.
Is it Scream game?
I think it's coming out. I don't know yet, but if it's not coming out, I need it out.
I never even knew that was a thing. But I have to try that then. But yeah, I hope you like Outlast because I don't like to yuck on other people's yums. Like if you're enjoying it, have fun. But like it wasn't enough for me to be like, man, I hope I can see what happens in Outlast too. Like, so yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, hopefully the listeners listen and play within us, right?